Wow. Hear that? Chicago, maybe. We'll talk about it.
We want to know what's bothering you in the world of sports. Give Murph a call at 312-644-6767. That's 312-644-6767. And tell him what's beefing you in the world of sports. What's Your Beef is brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
Man, I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. Look at the clock in your dashboard there. 16 minutes after noon. You haven't eaten yet. 50. Count them, 50 Brown Chicagoland locations waiting for you to pull right in an Italian beef, an Italian sausage, all the great side odors. Put them together, call them a combo. That's what the Browns president Frank Portillo says. He loves the combo, but Murph, I don't know where Maxwell Street is anymore. They moved it. I still love the Maxwell Street Polish sausages at Browns. Let's get to the beef line, see what the fans are beefing about today. And we start with Naperville Mike. Oh, he was first one to dial in. He must be ready to beef. Hello, Michael.
Hey, Murph, how you doing?
Fine, Mike. Hey, what's your beef, buddy?
Man, I knew this beef was going to come as soon as this All-Star game was getting close.
Uh-huh.
I am listening to all these guys, I won't mention names, all juiced up and steroid up, standing in front of the press telling everybody that if you'd know me better, you'd like me better.
Hey,
I can't take it.
You know what I'd like? I'd like to know that the numbers are legitimate, that the home runs are legitimate. And you know what my beef is back with you, Michael, is that they keep going, he's not been proven guilty. He's innocent until proven guilty. Hey, Mike, is this a court of law or is it fans' court? To me, they're guilty till proven innocent.
In the fans' court, they are guilty until they get in front of somebody under oath and say they're not.
Yes, it's not the court of law. Hey, hang on, Mike. You're going to go to visit Browns for lunch, okay, buddy?
All right, Murph, thanks, buddy.
Hang on. Hook up my guy Michael there on line one, if you would, fellas. He's going to Browns. You know it tastes better. You know it ain't just chicken anymore. You know what I was thinking? A million people, they came down to Taste of Chicago to get an Italian beef. An Italian sauce. You fought the crowds. You parked the car. You walked around. You couldn't even find a table. You're balancing. Go to Browns. These are Chicago's best Italian beefs, Chicago's best Italian sausages. You put them together, they're called a combo. Me, I love the Maxwell Street Polish. How about this? The meatball sandwich today for lunch. The big meatballs, the marinara sauce. The toasted French bread roll. And if you're like Superfan Dan here at the score, bloop, one of the meatballs will fall right on your $150 silk tie. They told me that's how much they cost now. I have no idea. Steve is a car phone. Hello, Steve.
Hey, Murph, how are you, buddy?
I'm fine. Steve, what's your beef?
My beef is with that network down in Connecticut.
Yeah, right.
You know what? That home run derby, are those the only three jokes that they can find to run that thing?
Well, you know what? I do feel a little bit for those guys. What are you going to say after the 250th golf ball moonshot to try to spice it up? But I agree with you. It's lame. It's over. It's an anachronism. It's past its time. And you know what? The announcers, frankly, I don't know how you could do it any better than go back. There's number 253, and it's almost 10 p.m.
I know, and Chris Berman belongs in football, not baseball, and I don't need to hear every suburb of San Francisco every time a home run's hit.
Did any of the homers land in Alcatraz?
I know, right?
Thanks a lot, Steve. Good beef, buddy. Let's go to Steve. He's up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hello, Steve.
Hey, what's up? I have a big beef for you guys.
All right.
I'm sick of the Cub fans that call into your station.
Oh, those damn Cub fans. Oh, now you as a Brewer fan, Steve, what is it what are you going to beef about here, buddy?
Blaming everything, blaming the Brewers being in first place, some Bud Selig conspiracy.
It is. It's a
Bud Selig declined to talk to us.
It's a Bud Selig conspiracy. He moved the Brewers from the American League to the National League when he was the acting commissioner. And how do you explain that one? He just wanted to be able to get the Cubs fans money so he could build a better team to beat the Cubs, right?
Exactly.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Glad you agreed with me. It's Psycho in Westchester. Psycho!
Hey, Murph.
Hey, man.
Mine goes out to the Cubs
Hallerman over there by Wrigley Field saying that they want 5 more concerts for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ridiculous because the Cubs they're complaining they can't only have so many night games a year. Now they want 5 concerts a year, and they're making all this revenue to Cubs. Pure profit. And they don't have enough money to fix up that infield at all, which has got the worst drainage system in baseball.
Alderman Tom Tunney. Where's the money going, psycho?
It ain't going to the Cubs, let me tell you, because you know what? If they did, they still wouldn't have Jack Jones on a team.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Jack Jones! I figure he's going to be traded within the next week, but they're going to have to get in return someone that someone doesn't want. It's not going to be dump him like they had figured, like Jim Hendry had him all dumped. He had him dumped to Florida Marlins. I guess he might have also had him dumped to who? Was it the Rockies? Here's the thing, or the Twins. Here's the thing. You're going to have to trade a dog for a dog. So you're going to have to find a team. Here's what the Cubs need. They need to find a team that has a catcher. You got to find a team that's out of the race that wants to unload a catcher, and you're going to have to give them Jack Jones and a top young prospect to sweeten the pie to get their dog catcher back. Hey, what are you running for dog catcher? Get their dog-like catcher back in return. But one way or the other, I think Jim Hendry's going to get a catcher out of the Jack Jones deal. Let's go back to the phone lines. It's What's Your Beef from Browns. You know what I always say about Browns? Not only does it taste better, but how about your wife? She's going to cook. It's hotter than hell. Why don't you do this? Why don't you bring home dinner from Browns tonight for the kids, yourself? Honey, you're not cooking tonight. You're not cleaning tonight. Stop by Browns. Pick up some of the delicious golden brown chicken. It tastes better. Grab some of the Chicago way hot dogs, a couple Italian sausage, a couple Italian beefs, a couple combos, Maxwell Street Polish, and a meatball sandwich. You bring it all home with all the side orders. Honey, you're not cooking tonight, and we're not doing the dishes. Unplug the dishwasher. Unplug the stove and the oven. Browns is taking care of it. Let's go to Ed from Bolingbrook. Hello, Ed.
Hello, Murph.
Hey, what's your beef, buddy?
My beef is with my Comcast DVR when I go to record a sporting event.
Yeah, what goes wrong?
Well, it automatically ends at a preset time for that game, no matter how long the sporting event goes on. And I end up missing the best part, like last night's home run hitting derby. We missed the whole second round where everybody hit a dozen home runs, and only to watch the end of it when somebody doinked 2 to win it.
Well, that would have been, the Eastern Seaboard Programming Network. But the point you're saying is schedule these things so that I can record them and come home and watch them. I appreciate it very much. The Bronx is burning. Did it ever start? It's supposed to start at 9 o'clock. They're still hitting Titleists like 2 irons out of the ballpark under the Coca-Cola and the Chevrolet ball in the glove. Oh, my God. Murph, driven to you by ChevyDriveChicago.com. Back in a flash. Second round of phone calls for What's Your Beef, brought to us by Browns. Lunchtime beefs and Browns. Man, it ain't no better than that. Sports Radio 670. Go through the drive-thru or go inside and sit in the car with the air conditioning. Have lunch from Browns today. It tastes better.
I want to talk to you. Hey, you got some beefs.
We got beefs. Browns got beefs. It's Murph. It's the score. How you doing? Hey, at 1 o'clock, we're going to get back to some fans talking with fans, baseball, plenty to cover, Cubs and Sox. Among items we will be discussing at 1 o'clock, A-Rod Ichiro, Torrey Hunter, and Aaron Rowand. And what is exactly, by definition, a real baseball player? Not a guy that plays baseball, not a player, a baseball player. We'll do all that and much, much more. Let's get back to the phone lines. By the way, I just wanted to send out hello to Joe Crispino, the Duke. Dana and I had a great time at his daughter's graduation party over the weekend. Congratulations, graduating from college, Christina Crispino. And big hello out to Duke and Kathy Crispino. Everybody had a great, great time. And I noticed the storm that rolled through yesterday. By the way, some of the big AM stations here, radio stations in Chicago, as the storm was blasting through downtown and the south suburbs, two of the AM radio stations here that you quote-unquote rely on, unquote, for weather, were both simply reporting that there were severe thunderstorms rolling through the Elgin, Wadsworth, far north suburbs. Nothing about downtown or the far south suburbs, who also got buried yesterday. And I was thinking of our guy, Bear Fan Bob in Kenosha. I guess Kenosha got really hammered. Hope all is fine with Bear Fan Bob. Let's get back to the beef lines, courtesy of Browns. You know, it tastes better. Lunchtime at Browns. Oh, man, that's the best. Ron is up in Lindenhurst. He probably got hit pretty hard yesterday. Hello, Ron.
We're in cats and dogs out here, Murph.
Oh, don't step in a poodle.
I just missed one.
All right. Hey, Ron, what's your beef, buddy?
This is this home run hitting contest lasting 3 hours.
Yeah.
Players are getting hugs from their family and friends before they're even done out of the box.
Yeah.
Then you got Berman going back when the ball's already in the stands.
You know, Ron, it's unbelievable how they've screwed up what was a fun thing to watch when it began back in the 90s. I remember at Wrigley Field, Ryne Sandberg, cranked a few out to be in I think he won it. But it was a real fun thing then. These guys now, MLB, marketing, down the line, they've screwed up, they've ruined a good thing. Hang on, Ron, I'm going to send you over to Browns, all right, buddy? Hang on, Ron, up against the clock. Give me a buzz back tomorrow, Ron in Lindenhurst. You're going to Browns. It tastes better. Back on the home stretch. What's your beef? Let's get back to the beef line. See what the fans are beefing about at 1 o'clock. It'll be straight fan talk, guest-free phones, lots of Cubs and Sox chatter. Jesse will check in live covering the All-Star festivities for The Score. That would be us. Sports Radio 670, Murph, driven to you by ChevyDriveChicago.com. John is a truck phone next. Hello, Johnson.
Hey, how are you?
Good, John. How you doing? What's your beef, buddy?
My beef is with the Eastern Seaboard Programming Network. That TNT had exclusive rights to announce the All-Star lineups, and
right.
ESPN went behind their back and announced them before they did.
John, how do you figure something like that happening? TNT, like you correctly point out, had negotiated those rights through, a contract negotiations in the past, exclusive coverage. They put what they call in the business an embargo on it, and all of a sudden, the Entertainment Sports Programming Network, they just say to themselves, hey, let's just put these results on, even though we're not allowed to by law.
They don't care, Murph. They always have to be the first to announce all the trades and the deals, and a lot of times they report wrong information.
Nice. I'm glad you reminded all of us. You're a winner, John. You're going to go to Browns, all right, buddy?
Oh, thanks, Murph.
Oh, you have fun. Have a Maxwell Street Polish, a great potato salad, the coleslaw, the mushrooms, the golden brown mushrooms on the side. My mom loves the mashed potatoes and gravy over at Browns. Hook up John there on line 8 if you would. Fellas, he's going to Browns. Tim's in Waukegan. Hello, Tim.
Hey, Murph, how's it going?
Fine, Tim. What's your beef?
Man, my beef is with these professional athletes who win these awards like last night, home run derby, and they're talking to Vladimir Guerrero.
Yeah.
The guy's not speaking English for nothing. They're asking everything in Spanish, talking Spanish to him. And that just eats me up, man. I'm sitting here watching these guys my whole life. I'm only 24 years old, but
hold on. Now, let me ask you this though, Tim. If you believe Vlad can speak English,
yes, I do. I believe he can speak English.
What do you
does know English.
What do you base that on? Have you heard him or what? How do you know?
I haven't heard him speak any English or anything.
Well, if he doesn't speak English, how can you make him speak English, Tim?
You tell him he has to learn English before he can come over and start professional sport.
Tim, I appreciate the phone call. All sports beefs welcomed on The Score. Sindad is a car phone. Hello, Sindad.
Hey, Bud, how you doing?
Hey, fine, buddy. What's your beef today?
My beef is with the on-field interviewers. Two separate things.
Yeah.
The first one is Barry Bonds. The guy's not even in the home run derby.
Right.
And they got him on his own. They're talking to him, and it's like, I had to turn the sound down. I can't stand to even listen to
That's a great point. You know what? He turned down the opportunity. Here he is, going for the home run record in his home ballpark, and yet he can't get out there and swing his big-ass bat with his elbow guard and his oversized helmet, but yet MLB's got him running around there talking with everybody, right?
Right.
Hang on, Sindon. You're going to Browns. Everybody's going to Browns today. Black Thunder's on the Score. Thunder.
Hey, Murph, love your show.
Thanks, Thunder, back at you. What's your beef?
My beef is with the Colorado Rockies. Where in the heck were they at Sunday night when that hurricane blew into Coors Field?
That's a great point. The Phillies in their road gray see the grounds crew from the Colorado Rockies under the tarp. Hopefully no one gets hurt. Where's the home team out there to help extricate their own guys from under the tarpaulin?
And then to top it off, the Rockies fans were cheering the heck out of the Phillies fans.
Phillies! I love it. Hey, as always, Black Thunder, you're right on top of everything. Thanks, my friend.
No, thank you, sir.
Appreciate it very much. Tell you what, unprecedented number of phone calls for What's Your Beef. Let's hold over one more segment. Back in a quick flash. Final beefers, reminding you, if you don't win a trip to Browns, just go to Browns. The value, the price, the great lunches, lunchtime, Browns, beefs, Italian beefs, it tastes better. Sports Radio 670, it's Murph. Who wouldn't want to do that? Home stretch, What's Your Beef? Still have time to head on over to Browns for lunch. An Italian beef and Italian sausage, a combo. I love those Maxwell Street Polish. Hey, by the way, Stoney and I want to meet you. Thursday, we'll be on the road live, Murph and Stoney, a Corona Light live broadcast. We do it almost every Thursday. This week, Durbin's on the south side at Burbank, 5406. No, not Hollywood. Burbank, 5406 West 79th Street. Durbin's in Burbank, Murph and Stoney, Thursday, noon till 2. Let's get back to the phone lines. And north side, George is on the score. Hello, Gio.
Hey, Mikey, how you doing?
Hey, fine. What's your beef?
My beef is with the Cubs catchers. Let me tell you something, Murph. This game is a very simple game. You throw the ball, you miss the ball, you miss the ball. 3 is not good enough. And one last thing, Murph. When you're batting a combined 170, you're not a switch hitter. You're a switch stander.
Oh, a switch stander. I love that. Gio, thank you very much. However, Stat of the Week pointed out, Michael Barrett averaged 1 pass ball every 6 games. Coy Hill and Rob Bowen are averaging 1 pass ball every 25 games. Barrett averaged 1 wild pitch past his ability to stop a ball in the dirt or over his head. Barrett averaged 1 wild pitch given up every 3 games. Coy Hill, Rob Bowen, they give up 1 wild pitch every 6 games. Who do you think the pitchers like to pitch to? And the team's been winning since Barrett's gone. Let's bring in next. Joe is in Frankfurt. He's an old Frankfurter. Hello, Joe.
How you doing, Murph?
Fine. What's your beef, Joe?
My beef was with Major League Baseball in the home run derby last night.
Yeah.
Vladimir Guerrero needed 2 home runs to win it with 7 outs.
Yeah.
He did not get an opportunity to hit the golden balls to add more money to the children's charity.
Well, you raise a great point. The golden balls, I don't think they were actually throwing gold balls. They showed a few laying on the grass. It was a great promotion to raise a lot of money. They were up against the clock. They'd already gone about an hour too long. But yet, if you have a sponsorship and you have committed to raising and funding the charity, then, Joe, you're exactly right. You should go the entire way. Hey, hang on, Joe. You're going to Browns. That's a great beef, okay, pal?
Thanks, Murph.
All right, Joe. Oh, man. And you know what? You might need a brand new car to go to Browns. Stop by Jack Phelan Chevrolet, 4000 South Harlem Avenue in Lyons, or Jack Phelan Dodge Suzuki Isuzu. You know where it is. Ogden Avenue in Berwyn, minutes away from LaGrange and Western Springs, Hinsdale, Riverside, Indian Head Park, and Burr Ridge. You got to see Jack.com. Oh, man, I'm hungry now for Browns.
Thanks for participating in What's Your Beef. Join Murph for another edition of What's Your Beef. What's Your Beef has been brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
All winners of the Mike Murphy Show are only eligible to win prizes once in a 60-day period.